I almost did it last night, and I almost did it tonight too, where Detective Raichi reporting for duty, where when the countdown timer comes to an end, I almost click end stream instead of changing the scenes to the correct scene. I've almost done it twice in a row. So don't be surprised if at some point this week I accidentally do that. What are you yawning for? What are you yawning for, huh? Just, it counts to 0 and the stream ends.
I see.
Ask anything you want, Tim. About my dad. Inspector Holliday, I know this has nothing to do with the current case, but you want to ask me about Harry? Yes. Do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front. Oh, well, thanks anyway. I still don't understand it myself. Harry was working on the R case when he went missing. So it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too. But the case has been closed and we still don't have a single clue. Seriously? Where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look how far you've come in the 2 years since you've moved to the city in search of your father. You've become such a great detective, and the mayor himself has recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I'll keep offering whatever help I can. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. All right, does any of the humans have anything new to say? This guy does. This room is currently under police investigation. Only authorized personnel are permitted. All right. Let's talk to douchebag. Pikachu's stuck behind a guy. What do you want, great detective? Have you finished questioning Barnes? For now, anyway. We just haven't finished gathering our evidence. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect. If you don't mind, could we ask you some questions? If you insist, but I have no intention on sharing confidential information with you about Barnes.
Excuse me?
In the storage room, is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Barnes? Oh, you know that much already? Well, no point in denying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mr. Dennis and Barnes. I highly doubt Mr. Dennis staged all this himself, which leaves Barnes as the only logical suspect. Not only that, there were ducklet feathers at the crime scene, and Barnes' partner is a ducklet. Clearly, Barnes is the key to get inside the storage room, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewel. That's my working theory. Duly noted. We don't have any decisive evidence yet, but we're going to find this Ducklet that flew the coop, and then we'll get definitive proof. You'll see. Well, I'm continuing my own investigation. Suit yourself. Are you following any leads other than Barnes? Of course we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in this house. Do you mind if I ask what your impression of each of them was? Well, I suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seems rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife, Claudia, is reacting quite impetuously. Impetuously, that's a word. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry and wrap up our investigation. Ugh, that's gotta be tough. I almost feel bad for Brad. One of their staff members, Turner, has been very cooperative in our investigation. He's told us a lot about everything that's happened up until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you. We'll keep that in mind. The police can question people, but they can't talk to Pokémon. Interviewing the Pokémon around here might help us paint a clearer picture of what went down. Manectric has something to say. No need to glare at us like that, Manectric. Manectric. Calm down already. We're not going to get in the way of your police work. Brad's Manectric sure is committed to the job. True, and he's been keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he is helpful in that way, but Manek. I just wish he'd dial back his aggression towards me. That guy has nothing new to say. That guy has nothing new to say. Clefable has nothing new to say. Growlithe has some new stuff. Hey Growlithe, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if I asked you some questions? Growl? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do it. Growl. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Who's Sanji? Oh, I think that's like a short name for Mr. Dennis's first name, which I don't remember what it is. Sanji? Oh, they're going to answer the question right there. Growlithe's nickname for Mr. Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev. Is Sanjeev Dennis. So I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? About you, Growlithe. Growl. Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. And we already know the key to the jewel room was around your neck. Growl. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. Gow, gow. She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. Gow. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry. The two of us are going to crack this case. At the time of the incident. Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? Gow. You don't know because you were napping? Gow. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Heh, been there. Believe me. What are you even talking about? Gow. Gow. You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Growl. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. Gow. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. About Barnes. Gow, gow. She says that Barnes is a kind of well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. Gow, gow. And Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. Okay, that taught us nothing. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. The only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Alright, so we had to talk to Growlithe first before Clefable would speak to us. I guess Growlithe can't say V's. Oh, you're right. That'd be funny if it had like a lisp in Pokemon language. Hey. What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You've got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Faye? Yes, really, come on, you can trust us. Faye? Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. Faye. So you're willing to talk to us? Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis. I keep seeing Dennis and not reading anything. I'm not spotting the S in Mrs. when they say Mrs. Dennis, so I keep saying Mr. Dennis. About you, Clefable.
Hey.
Do you have a job here at the mansion? Faye. No job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Faye. Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Faye. Uh-huh. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or another. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? Hey, Meg. How you doing? Y'all, I'm so excited for tomorrow morning. I know a lot of people are going to be at work, so they won't be able to catch it, but I'm letting myself get too excited about this Pokemon Presents thing. Oh, nice. Are you going to be up early enough? What time is it again? It's at 9 a.m. I'm probably gonna go live about 5 minutes before that, and I'll start the countdown 10 minutes before that. So we'll have some chit chat time before the presentation actually starts. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really, really excited. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. Ah, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets in an arguments. Wow, you're actually pretty nice. I bet Clefable's really important to Mrs. Dennis. At the time of the incident. Did anything strange happen today? Faye. Clefable's saying she got a real sleepy when playing in the mansion this morning. Faye. I ran to my comic book shop today to grab the Eevee card with the Pokemon Day stamp. Hey, nice. Can I see it? Can you post it on Discord? I want to see it. Faye. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. About Barnes. Okay. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him all right? I'm in bed, but I'll post a pic from online. Okay, that sounds great. I want to. Should be the same anyway. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him all right? The way you said it made you sound like you were a school kid. You were gonna run off with it when she handed it to you. Just let me hold it. Just let me hold it for a second. Just for a second. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him all right? Faye. Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. Faye. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes go upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Faye. Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Oh, we have a picture. Oh, Meg's replying to the thing I posted about sorting Legos. I just like to root around like a little piggy looking for truffles. Oh, here we go. Here's the picture of the card. That's really cool. I like it. Very nice. Oh, and now Meg is typing. I'm waiting with bated breath. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Also, this is coming in May, but I doubt I'll be able to grab it before Scalpers. Prismatic Evolutions. Oh. It looks cool. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out up on the second floor. They both went running upstairs. Noted testimony. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor.
Okay, let's start deducing.
What the deuce? I don't really... What's this spread? Is that where I am in the book? Yeah, okay. Okay. Begin deducing.
Okay.
All right. We got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we come up with. Barnes doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Barnes really betray Mr. Dennis? They've known each other for a long time, and Mr. Dennis trusts Barnes implicitly. Barnes may be the culprit. He had access to the key. Barnes is the only one, aside from Mr. Dennis, who has access to the jewel storage room, so he must be the culprit. Yeah, but Growlithe was sleeping when the key was stolen. Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Turner cry out. That guy's name's Larry? Nerd? Cry out. So it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime. Not really, because if Barnes was the culprit and he told Ducklet to do it, there's no evidence for this. I would say this. This is the one. Nope. Mr. Dennis himself said there's no way Barnes could have committed the crime. Oh, Pikachu didn't say that. Taking him at his word doesn't mean Barnes is innocent. Tim, are you feeling all right? You do realize that doesn't prove anything, don't you? You think the third one? Of course Dennis thinks Mr. Barnes didn't do it. Of course Dennis thinks Barnes didn't do it. No one would want to believe that people closest to them would commit a crime. Our job is to find something that actually proves that Barnes isn't the culprit. Okay. Well, it's definitely not the middle one. Because the middle one is, accusing him of the crime, and I'm trying not to do that.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. Growlithe said he woke up exactly at the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with this alone. That's what I've been saying. Nick says, yeah, if he wasn't there, there wouldn't be a witness for where he was. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. It looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Barnes has an alibi, but only for us. Pokemon testimonies are not alone to prove Barnes' innocence. Look for stronger evidence. We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need other kinds of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. Oh, I got some cheese on my microphone catch screen. Oh no, this is why I shouldn't eat and stream at the same time. Okay. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. The red Pokemon that entered the mansion is clearly involved with this incident somehow. Look for that Pokemon in Rhyme City. Save the piece of cheese that was on my microphone for a snack later? Yeah, you're right. You're right for that. Chris never sent me that audio today, by the way. I should have texted him and reminded him to do it. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find Pokemon. I know, right? To find the Pokemon that witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon in Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might have learned something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get leads on the red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. Ducklet is nowhere to be found at the Dennis residence. Find out where she went. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. Hey, first-time chatter. I hope you enjoy getting banned. Ba-bang. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her. So I'm doing three things in the city. I can begin deducing this. Pokemon testimonies are not stronger than okay, this is like a bigger thing. And these two things I think are going to lead to that. I need to find the red Pokemon and find out where Ducklet went to prove his innocence. Alright, so let's look for a red Pokemon and let's look for Ducklet. Looks like the only way to continue our investigation is to gather info in the city. But where do we go? Or where should we go? Should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? If you're unsure, why not try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on than the red Pokemon. A shiny Gyarados? Oh, I didn't consider shiny Pokemon. Because I'm thinking of like Pokemon that are red that would... Whimsicott was definitely also there. Nobody's talking about the cotton from Whimsicott on the ground. Oh, right. We did hear that Ducklet is supposed to go buy coffee beans today. I bet she went to the High Hat Cafe. You're right. We should probably go search the cafe. Let's not waste any time, Tim. Pikachu just wants coffee. Alright, search for Ducklet and the red Pokemon. Huh? You mean you won't help me? Lillipup? Lillipup's partner? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a Pokemon or a person, if we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us the city's greatest detectives. He didn't say greatest, he said great. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. During their investigation, people and Pokemon may request help solving their problems. These people and Pokemon have blue speech bubbles. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check the list at any time by pressing the Y button. Excuse me. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. So he got so worked up when he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, but now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't know what to do. You can't just ignore this. That's right. Helping people is a detective's job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people in Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, so I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on now, or for us to go on. Please wait here while I search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload, but you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see a Lillipup during our investigations, we should talk to it. Find the lost Lillipup. Lillipup loves to go for walks. When his partner took him outside, he suddenly ran off. Help look for Lillipup. Alright, what's over here? P-Dove, Whimsicott. What did you guys do breaking into the house? Cuckoo. Oh, if it isn't Pie-Dove. Glad to see you're feeling better now. Coo? Who am I? What do you mean? I just rescued you a little while ago. Coo? It's forgotten the whole thing. Well, pie doves are known to be for their forgetfulness. Whimsy? Cot! They seem happy. What are they talking about? They're saying that no matter how many times they visit the city, it's always bustling and full of fun. Do you suppose they witness anything? We can certainly ask. How about you, Whimsicott? Whim! Oh, you ride the seasonal winds that take you all over the world, huh? The city seems even livelier than usual whenever the Whimsicott arrive. Whimsy! Ah, okay, so soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else. Whim. Oh, you like coming here every year because you can meet so many different Pokemon? Well, I'm happy to hear that. About the cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Is this cotton yours? Whim Whim. Yeah, the Whimsicott say it's theirs. So now we can get to the bottom of why there was Whimsicott cotton in that room. We actually found it in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Whimsy? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Come on, you've got to remember at least that much. Whimsy. Oh, this one does remember. What did it say? I think it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? That's not a very clear answer. Yeah, let's ask for more details. How did you get into Mr. Dennis's residence? You said you might have been into the mansion, but how'd you get inside? Whim! Huh? You went through the window with your friends? Why would you do that? Whimsy! You don't remember anything after eating breakfast this morning? What the heck does that mean? Please, it's really important. Just try to remember. Whimsy. Some human you don't know asked you to do it? What's this stranger like? Whimsy. You don't remember because it's someone you'd never seen before, huh? Now look here. You might be an accessory to a theft. Caught? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? You think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime? If they were, they're blissfully ignorant of it. After all, playing pranks is kind of their whole deal. This complicates things. About the red Pokemon.
Hey.
Have you two seen any red Pokemon around here? Cut! Oh, Ponyard is red. Oh, Ponyard. Ponyard does slices. Ponyard does slices, and so does Bisharp. Yeah. Actually, I think it's Bisharp. And this came out after Scarlet and Violet, so I don't remember his name, but whatever Bisharp evolves into, that guy. And you've recently become friends with one, Ponyard? It's a Pokemon that with blades all over its body. And it's true that Ponyard is pretty red. Whimsicott, caught. Oh crap, now I can see it. You often run into Ponyard at the terrace in Serenity Park? Yeah, it's like a samurai. But it's got to be named after a chess piece. But I just can't remember what it's called. You often run into Ponyard at the terrace in Serenity Park. On windy days, you play with Ponyard by picking it up and flying around with it. Whim! They said they like to fly Ponyard all the way here. From Serenity Park. Serenity Park is a big park just beyond here, right? Yeah. And the terrace is way over on the far side. Maybe we can find Ponyard there. Do you remember when you last played Ponyard? Kingambit, yes. Yes, that's the guy. Do you remember when you last played with Ponyard? Whimsy. Oh. Lately you've been playing together every day? Even today? In that case, we might be able to find it there now. Whimsy. If we go meet Ponyard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock? It has a favorite rock? Whimsy, whim. Apparently there's a rock at the terrace that Ponyard really cares about. Every time they accidentally stepped on it, the Ponyard got mad. Real mad. Wow, that's scary. We better watch our step, or watch where we step. About Ducklet. I don't suppose you've seen a Ducklet around, have they? Whim? Whimsy. Whim. Okay, I get it. You didn't see her. Whimsy. If they didn't see her, I wonder where she went. You don't suppose Ponyard is the red Pokemon we're looking for? Apparently, it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went into the mansion. So it seems pretty likely. It's probably be fastest to just go meet it and ask. But we still have to track down Ducklet. Should we look for Ducklet or Ponyard first? Either is fine by me. We can start with whatever you would like. Thanks, Pikachu. I think I want to look for Ducklet first. Wait, there's something flying behind this. Oh, it's Firo. There's a Firo in the back. This pop-up thing is blocking my view of the Pokemon. Watchog, self-appointed city patrol. What are you up to? Chog. Watchog's hobby is observing things around the city. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. Chog. You never get bored in this city because there are many different people and Pokemon to watch. Must be fun having eyes like yours, especially since they let you see in the dark. Wacho? What, really? Chog. What's it saying? You've got to tell me too. Right. Sorry. It says it saw Ducklet pass by here. If she passed by here, she probably was on her way to the cafe after all. Chog. There are so many red Pokemon, you don't know which one we mean? Good point. Do we know anything else? Let's see. We know it's a Pokemon that can move to slice clean through hard objects. That can easily knock down a human with a punch. Definitely Ponyard. Wacho? You haven't seen any Pokemon like that around here? Alright then. Ludicolo, I like that guy. There's the mayor's daughter.
Oh, Tim!
Rachel Myers, student of Rhyme University.
Hello there.
Jessica Miller, Rachel's friend. Oh man, I was hoping I could get a break from reading for a second. Wow, what a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as you. I'm as surprised as you. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember. Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about anything having to do with people. Well, anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about just as much as you. I don't think we've met before. Hey, Jessica. Have you heard of these? Oh, of course. It's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way. No need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk to your partner. Out of context, that's a really funny story. Those photos are crooked. They are very crooked. I could tell because the Switch has bad anti-aliasing and they're very easily seen to be crooked. But the saying, I understand the urge to talk to your partner. It's like, who wants to do that? But now that's why you're here. Why not? But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. I can't talk to girls. Oh, a spoink.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a poltergeist on the shelf directly in front of me, and there's a Sinisty in front of the little heater thing to the right. I see the news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't go quite that far. I don't need to be modest. You're a great detective, after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we've met up like this. About 2 years, I think? We've both been busy lately. But we've both been so busy lately, there hasn't been time to get together. So I have no idea. I had no idea you'd become friends with the famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work in the pizzeria in Bamboo Burrow. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Oh, I'll take her up on that. I love pizza. All right, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. The pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great. I'd love to. I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be waiting.
Tim.
All right.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different than usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you just had the wrong impression of me. No way. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detectives in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Quentin, hey yo. Right. Did you get your hopes up for a minute there, Tim? Quite, you. Tim, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's something going on at home. Sounds serious. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. Okay. I walk away. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we could meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works. Thank you, Tim. Okay, how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Hey, Pikachu, you might want to go for a walk or something. Hey, not bad, Tim. But aren't you supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Oh, yeah, that sounds serious. But I can't brush her off. If the least I can do is hear her out for a little bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim.
What?
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Milcery. Where's the ducklet, mister?
Well, look who it is.
Owner of the Hi Hat Cafe, Pablo Millen. Ludicolo, cheerful cafe assistant manager. Hi, Tim. Did something happen today? I noticed you weren't here this morning. Yeah, I got caught up in a new case. Oh, sounds rough. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Me? Sure, go right ahead. About the Hi Hat
Excuse me?
Cafe. You must have been really busy this morning. Moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paying customer. Once you pick up my tab. Not at all. The cafe is way closer to your place now. Seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the High Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Hey,
The butler at the dentist mansion? He swings by my cafe pretty often after he's done with his work. Barnes is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves cafe. He loves coffee and jazz. But we got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? You should probably ask for more details about that. Stress? Do you know why Barnes is stressed? Is he worried about something? Oh, well, I'm not sure if it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so it's for the case, huh? Then I guess I'd better tell you. I keep slipping into the Pikachu voice for Pablo, and I don't think that's what he sounds like. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently, the Dennises have had a difference of opinion about that. Barnes is always trying to come up with a compromise that would help satisfy them both. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. That does sound stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. He wished there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps. I'm now fully turned on Barnes. I've flipped. Barnes is the guy who did it. Yes, thank you. About Ducklet.
Excuse me?
Do you know the Ducklet that lives at the dentist residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here on her own to buy coffee beans. She's really a clever little Pokemon. Just like Barnes said. She always comes in with the cutest little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple of minutes ago. Just missed her. Really?
okay, let's start deducing.
We haven't found her yet. Where did Ducklet go? Well, we know where she went. We just don't know where she is. Did you find out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion? Let's piece together the information we've gathered. She's actually still at the dentist residence, but it looks like Ducklet isn't at the mansion. She's actually been with her partner Barnes this whole time. No.
Okay.
Good Ducklet. Didn't Ducklet go to the High Hat Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today's one of those days. And Pablo said he handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet's headed back to the mansion, huh? She might be back there already.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion and search for Ducklet. Good idea. Ducklet. I like how I'm just a little bit faster than Pikachu. This game has long loading times. Uh-oh. What in the world are you doing? My apologies, sir. Did something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but my subordinates tried to catch her. But when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. They did it on purpose. They're in on it too. Oh, so Ducklet's just gotten back to the mansion. Do you know where she ran off to? Unfortunately, I do not. I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. We're gonna find Ducklet while you're gone, Brad. Well, Brad and Manetric are gone. But still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have ran off to. Where would we even start looking? Well, now what? Should we put the search for Ducklet on hold and look for the red Pokemon instead? Yeah, sure. It's better than just spinning our wheels. There are still places we haven't looked. Let's check them out. Okay, they've put a halt on me looking for the red Pokemon. Serenity Park. Lickitung. This place is huge. That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott and Pawnyard hang out around here. And the terrace is their usual meetup spot. Should we go look? It's a map of Serenity Park. The park is huge. The terrace is all the way on the other side. Oh, look. I don't remember. I'm terrible at middle evolution names, but it's what Scorbunny evolves into. Raboot. You were right. It's Raboot, a Pokemon known for its excellent footwork. Rab. What's it saying, Pikachu? It wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think of a practice routine. Oh, I see. We'll leave it alone then. All right. Okay, well, we have this normal tree. Oh, come on. Lickitung stopped again? She keeps getting distracted. Licked every flavor life has to offer. Lick. What a long tongue. Oh my gosh, my phone is blown up. Oh, we're not going to talk to Lickitung? My watch is dying. I had to throw it on the charger. Oh, it's Cutiefly? Actually, I think it's what Cutiefly evolves into. Ribbon Bee. Yeah. Had some pollen puffs. Oh, look, it's Ribbon Bee. Ribbon Bee mix pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. Boom. It sure seems busy. Boom. Apparently, it's making pollen puffs that for its Cutiefly to eat. Those little bugs have have big appetites while they're growing up, so it's got to prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Let's just watch. Try not to get in the way. Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. Yeah, I see that normal tree back there. What's up with that? It's such an inconvenience. What a wacky normal tree. Just water it. Oh, I don't have my watering can on me right now. Dang. It's a fountain for Pokemon to drink from. I never know how to pronounce this. Serena? Is it just Serena? Sarina? Yeah. My Serena really loves the water here. I'm not talking to you. Okay, I can't talk to the Serena. How dare you not have your Psyduck watering can? Or my Squirtle watering can. I hate that they make this guy stand on his hind legs now. When he first came out in like Gen 5, yeah, it was Gen 5 because he evolves into Liepard. It didn't stand on its hind legs. And then just at some point, they just made it start standing on its hind legs. Stop that, you. I could watch Purloin all day and never get bored. Purloin, adorable deceiver. Purr, purr, purr. This Pokemon is being awfully friendly. Normal tree. Let's just ignore that. Alright, let's talk to the very normal tree. Oh, it moved! What the hell? Wudo. Whoa, it's just... I was just thinking this was an odd place for a tree, but it's actually a Pokemon. What? Yeah, it's a Sudowoodo. They have a habit of pretending to be trees. Pseudo. It's practicing your... You practicing your tree imitation, huh? Does it have to practice right here? Seems like it's a block. It seems like it'll block a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, true. Hey, Sudowoodo, would you want to practice? If you want to practice, you should do it somewhere else. This location totally will blow your cover. Sudowoodo? Yeah, scram, dweeb. That sure seemed to send it into a panic. I guess it thought it was blending in perfectly. What's this arrow for? And now I can't talk to Sudowoodo. I don't know what this arrow is for. Oh, I think it's telling me that I can go down. Because I can't go down here. But once I come over here, it's like, oh, you can go down. I think that's what it is. Oh, didn't I talk to it? Huh? Someone must have replanted the tree in the flower bed. But when? Oh. That's funny. Ribbon B. Oh.
You there! Wait.
A crazy guy.
You wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock, scientist.
He
did it. He stole the gem.
I'm a huge fan of yours.
He stole the gem. Book him. Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here at Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. A scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Nobody said that. These people live in a Pokemon world and somehow everyone is always surprised by Pokemon. You have a point. You have a very valid point. But you know what? Maybe here's what it is. Maybe we see Sudowoodo because we just know Sudowoodo as an outside observer. But if you lived in the world, Sudowoodo would be extremely deceptive. And it would definitely look exactly like a tree. What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy is intense. And he seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means, fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. Show me a tree that looks like Sudowoodo. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when it's disguised itself, it's just so perfect inside the world that normal people it still looks like a tree. But you and I aren't from there. We're from here. Is what I'm saying. It's a matter of perspective. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thank you. Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag. About your research.
Excuse me?
What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communications between people and Pokemon. Sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that would do for Rhyme City. It'd make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? That would really make Rhyme City even a better. That would make Rhyme City an even better place, don't you think? Helping with a policy.
Excuse me?
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. That's wonderful. Isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist. I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city.
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear, is Pikachu upset with me? I only plucked a bit of fur, and a test result should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine. This is a machine I created with Mayor Myers' request. This guy is like Doofenshmirtz. He's got all kinds of machines and gadgets and gizmos and innators. It can measure a Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say it's a good thing for both the people and their partners, wouldn't you? Yes, it sure sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Oh, okay, it's ready. Let me see. What's it say? It's detecting caffeine? Did someone say caffeine? Seeing how he's worked as a detective, I figure it's no ordinary Pikachu. But the results are truly fascinating. Hello, Mr. Murloc? Oh, do forgive me. He's quite all right. No problems at all. I suppose he's triglycerides? I suppose his triglycerides are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? He does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Huh? Is there something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished with your checkup, I think we better get going. Ah, yes. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you. And he's gone. Come on, Pikachu. Stop sulking. Let's go. High triglycerides? Grumble. I don't even know what a triglyceride is. I can't read the sign. Oh, look, it's phalanx. Oh, it's fat. He's fat. He's a chubby little guy. You should see him when he Gigantamaxes. Lynx Lee. There sure are a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. P. That's a neat formation. It's mesmerizing to watch. I'm seeing a busted up rock. I think I know which one is its favorite rock is. Terrace.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here, you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
And there's the open window. Hey, Tim. What are you thinking? I'm pretty sure that's the window that one of the jewel store... I'm pretty sure that's the window that's... Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that window's the one in front of the jewel storage room. A Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. Yeah, if our thief is getting help from a Pokemon, that'd be a perfect vantage point. This is where the Whimsicott usually meet up with Pawnyard, right? That's what they said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it left some kind of sign. Well, Pawnyard are known for their blades. It's not much... Pawnyard... Oh my god. Well, Pawnyard are known for their blades. It's not much, but it's the only lead we've got. We better get looking. This cotton. It probably fell from when the Whimsicott were playing with Pawnyard. Whimsicott cotton. I bet if I touch that rock over there, they're gonna like freak out. Looking for TMs behind the rocks. What's up with this rock? It's covered in gashes. Something's been scratching at it. These gashes look like they were left by something sharp, like a blade. I doubt a human would be strong enough to make clean cuts like these. Oh, I did it again. I'm just jamming on the A button. I think I looked at everything.
Whoa!
Whoa, where are you going? Let's have a look around. Maybe we'll find something that tells us where Pawnyard's been. Okay, I did though. I looked at his funny little rock. Oh, there's some chopped up leaves. These torn up leaves are rough, uneven edges. Do you suppose Pawnyard did that? They look like they were bitten, not cut.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Alright, Pikachu said it's deducing time. What the deuce?
Okay.
I was wondering when they were going to show Pawnyard. Did you figure out where the red Pokemon is? It's highly likely the slashes left on the rocks were made by Pawnyard. It's proof that Pawnyard comes to the terrace. Pawnyard and Whimsicott apparently play together often since they flew to the dentist's residence together. We might be able to find Pawnyard if we search the mansion. It's possible the torn up leaves were uneven edges were left by Pawnyard, who was eating them. Pawnyard must be near the leaves. It's time to deduce. Maybe Pawnyard chewed on the leaves and left the rough, uneven edges. Pawnyard aren't the only Pokemon that chew on leaves, are they? That's a good point. Okay, well, maybe Pawnyard was eating. Quit while you're behind, Tim. Any Pokemon could have nibbled on those leaves, not just Pawnyard.
Okay.
Well, I doubt Pawnyard's still inside the mansion.
Okay.
Hey! I don't know what happens when I fail, like, thoroughly, though. I don't think this is the kind of game that'll, like, game over you for guessing wrong. It's like, Ace Detective. Or, Ace Detective. It's like Ace Attorney without the attorney parts. If we find a rock that's covered in slashes as if it had been cut up by sharp... We did find a rock that was covered in slashes as if it was cut up by sharp blades. Maybe those slashes were by Pawnyard. It's definitely the rock that Whimsicott we're talking about. If we go to where the rock is, we might find Pawnyard there. All right, let's take a look around the rock.
Well...
Can you think of any way to draw Pawnyard here?
Oh,
Whimsicott said Poniard got angry when they stepped on the rock. Oh yeah, you're right. Good memory. Maybe Poniard will show up if one of us climbs on it. Worth a shot. Let's give it a try. How's this? I hope it's actually here to see this. Pawn! What? Impressive swordplay. It's Poniard. Just like Whimsicott said. Pawn, pawn, pawn. Okay. It's saying, Dearest. It's saying, Dearest, thou tread upon my cherished rock. What is the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy. Wait, what? Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Pawn. Phew, thank goodness. It said it'll forgive us, but just this once. Pawn. You want to know why we were looking for you? Fair enough. We've got some questions we'd like to ask you. Would you mind talking to us for a bit? Pawn. It says it'll talk. If that dude got punched by a poniard, he should have had like a knife wound in his gut. Pawn. So you've been traveling all over parts of your journey to warriorhood. I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. Pawn. It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. If Poniard is so proud of its blades, I bet they are razor-sharp edges. Pawn. It says it can easily slice a rock in two. It might sound a bit strange, but you haven't, punched anyone, have you? Pawn. Poniard says it's never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Pawn. Good point. You could cut something with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. Yeah, on second thought, you'd wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Poniard. That's what I just said! They keep saying stuff that I've just said! Are there any other Poniard in the city besides you? Pawn. What's it saying? Apparently it's never seen another Poniard. It's never seen any other Poniard. About the dentist resident. We heard from some Whimsicott that they went... oh my god, let me start over. We heard from some Whimsicott that they went into Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one that went in there with them? Pawn. Poniard's not sure if it's the same place, but guess this one won't get the crest to evolve into Kingambit. No. Not unless somebody catches it and forces it to happen like me. It vaguely remembers going into a big house. Pawn. It says it entered the house through the with the Whimsicott. How did you get into the mansion? Apparently, Poniard likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott. Do you think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way? Did you happen to cut a jewel case when you were in the mansion? Pawn. So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur? This is important, so please try to remember. Pawn. It says its mind feels foggy, it just can't remember what it was doing at the time. This sure makes things difficult. Pawn. About Ducklet. Have you seen Ducklet around anywhere? Pawn. It hasn't seen her. Great. Where could Ducklet have gone? Ducklet's around the mansion. We know that already. We finally managed to find Poniard, but we weren't able to learn anything useful from it. Yeah, and some of what it said even contradicted testimony we've gathered earlier. Maybe we could get more information if we have proof that Poniard entered the mansion. It was Larry. Larry's lying. He didn't get punched. I'm just going to accuse everybody. It was Mr. Dennis himself. Pawn? It's asking if we're done here so we can get back to training. What sort of training does it do? Pawn. It's planning on cutting rocks and things to sharpen its blades and skills and blades. Cut rocks? Wow. Would it be willing to demonstrate this for us? Oh, good idea. We could have a big help if we could see a cut from a pawn yard, looks like. Pawn. It said it would happily grace us with a demonstration. Thank you. We'll watch quietly so you can focus.
Awesome.
It was Colonel Mustard in the study with the candlestick. You know what, Quentin? I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it was. Huh, it's clean slice. And the metallic sound Ponyard's blade made when the metallic sound Ponyard's blade made when it made contact, it matches with what we know from the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Ponyard. But neither Whimsicott nor Ponyard remembers it clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine that the Pokemon are lying. Their behaviors are pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason for it. We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently, she almost got caught earlier, then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. Then how are we going to find her? The search for Ducklet appears to have gone cold. She could have important testimony to share. Consider the clues at the scene of the crime and deduce how to find her. We couldn't get much useful information from Ponyard. I think Ducklet is our only good lead now. I guess we need to keep asking around then. I don't know, maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did, it'll be really hard for just the two of us to find her. Yeah, how should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? A Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. I bet that whatever Watchog evolves into. No, wait, that is Watchog. I'm thinking of Patrat. Whatever Patrat evolves into, which is Watchog. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Do you think you'd be willing to help us, though? I'm sure one of the Pokemon in the dentist residence would gladly help us. Oh, no, it's going to be Growlithe. After all, the theft happened in our own home. In their own home. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask the Pokemon there for help.
Tim.
Oh, what?
Hey.
Do you want to discuss how we should search? No, I don't actually. I pushed the wrong button.
I see. So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
This game has a lot more reading in it than I anticipated. Toucanon! I love that guy. How wonderful to meet you, Detective. Seriously, it's an honor.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Can I help you, or... Huh? Do you really not know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal on the Rhyme City University campus. And I know you go to school there too. Know anything about this so-called big deal, Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still a student. And that's what they call me. Nintendo has all the tools at their disposal to fully voice and act games, yet they fight tooth and nail to not to. Yeah, you're right about that. 100% right about that. And this is my partner, Toucanon. Burning Beak. So you're the quiz professor? That's me. I'm majoring in Pokemon studies. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname. This quiz professor is definitely the eccentric side. I bet she plays golf with it. like the playing cards from that game. Not game, fuck, movie, Alice in Wonderland. I'm getting tired. Which is good, because I got to get up early tomorrow. So as soon as I'm done streaming, I'm going straight to bed. Keno! I'll admit, you got me there. A Pikachu doing detective work is pretty eccentric, too. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with a quiz? We're pretty busy working on a case right now. Okay, here's the first question. Everyone just ignores Tim when he says he's busy. In one ear, out the other. I guess we can't hurt to play along. There's actually a part in the anime where someone plays golf with Toucanon. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. Also, apparently Toucanon has like another form where it turns into like a gun. And it's standard like walking, standing around pose. It just looks like a toucan. But like during one of its attack animations, it literally turns into like a big fucking gun. I guess here goes nothing. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? The Pokemon in question is somewhere in this very city. So get out there and look for it. What's your tongue like, Toucanon? Mind opening that beak of yours? Keno! Nothing extraordinary there. Thanks anyways. Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? There's one nearby. Shouldn't take too long to first find. When you find the Pokemon in question, come tell me what it is, and I'll be waiting here. Well, I already know what it is. Answer correctly, and I'll teach you some trivia about it. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? The Pokemon in question is somewhere in... Oh, so I literally have to go find it and then go back to her? It's like over here somewhere. Lick. That's a long tongue. I'm amazed it stretches so far. Say, Tim, this lick-a-tongue might be the answer to that quiz question. I think you're right. Let's go to the quiz professor. So, Detective, did you find the answer to my first question?
Yes.
Sure did. It's lick-a-tongue, right? Bingo! You got it. Lick-a-tongue uses its long tongue to catch prey. Oh, okay, I'm going to watch this. I don't know if this is going to pick up. Oh, yeah. It's... That's the video of Toucanon being used as a fucking gun. It's just Japanese Toucanon yelling. It's Toucanon being used as a fucking gun, and also she's blasting a golf ball with its like hyper beam or whatever. According to reports, contact with saliva causes a tingling sensation as well as persistent itch. Oh wow, good thing we didn't get licked. I'm feeling itchy just imagining it. Keno! Thanks for the warning, Toucanon. We'll make sure any lick-a-tongue we meet keeps its tongue to itself. Well, that was only the first question. I guess it was a little too easy. Are you saying there's more? Of course! Here's where we get serious. Time for question number 2. What Pokemon uses its cute looks to put off your guard so it can steal from you? Hey, we don't have time to deal with another theft. What Pokemon tries to steal from people? I think the cute looks part is our biggest hint. ... Pretty sure it's not you, Toucanon. Keno! Totally. Okay, Tim, it's time to go search the area. Well, it's that cat that evolves into Purloin. Oh, it is Purloin. It evolves into Liepard. It is Purloin. You're right. What a cute Pokemon. That's a Purloin. Purr. Aw, how sweet. I think it wants some attention. Sorry, we're busy now, but we can play with you later. Hold up, Tim. Check your pockets. Why would I need to check my... Wait, what? My pen is gone. My pen 15 is missing. I thought so. This is your doing, isn't it, Pokemon Purloin? Can't pull one over on the great detective like me. Now hand it over. A pause where I can see him. Logan has complete partial knowledge of everything Pokemon. You are absolutely right for that. I'm just like that one guy from Adventure Time. What did he call Finn? What did he call him? Like, what did that guy call Finn in that episode? He called him like Tim the human boy. Purr. Oh, my pen. Wow. Jim the human boy. That's right. I have partial knowledge of many things. He partially knew my name. Wow, I can't take your eyes off this Purloin for a second. Yeah, that was a close one. But at least we figured out the answer to the quiz question. Right, it's Purloin. Let's go tell the quiz professor. I was going to call you Hogan the Human Man. I would have gotten it. Oh, it was approximate. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Come on, Pikachu. Can't leave you out of the cutscene. All right, I'm going to leave him out of the cutscene. So, Professor, did you figure out... So, Detective, did you find the answer to the second question?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is Purloin, right? Ding, ding, ding. That's correct. Purloin often steal things from people. And they sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim those stolen items, so be careful with their claws. That Purloin we met wasn't that rowdy. But we should probably be careful in the future. True, better safe than sorry. Keno? It's asking if we agree that quizzes can actually be pretty fun. There's certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. Okay, let the quiz continue. Time for question 3. Best buds always stick together. What Pokemon moves as a group? Can I just point from here? Do I have to go up and talk to him? Pokemon that moves as a group. Like one that travel in herds or flocks or something? Nope. In this case, it's a whole group counts as one Pokemon. Is that even a thing? Can you give us a hint, Toucanon? Kano. Huh. Well, that's not very sporting. This Pokemon is quite unique in appearance. Go ahead and see if you can find it. What if I walked up and it was like an Execute and a Dugtrio and a Phalanx and a Magnemite all together, and I'm like, which one is the answer? Lynx! Wow, those movements are perfect unison. That's Phalanx. They always move in a group of 6. Lynx, lead! They're in the middle of formation training. Pikachu, do you think Phalanx is the Pokemon the quiz professor was talking about? 6 working together as one? Yep, that fits the bill. Then let's tell her the answer. Where is Pikachu? There he is. Just hanging out over here. So, did you figure out the answer to the final question? Hey, the final question. I think so. The answer is Phalanx, right? Bingo, that's it. Phalanx is a very peculiar Pokemon. There are actually 6 of them working together as one. The one in the front is known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. In battle, they change formation as needed to use teamwork to secure the win. That's a pretty interesting Pokemon. Sure, but I bet it's tough. For the troopers if they've got incompetent Brass. Kano. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure they're all perfectly incompetent. That's all for today's quiz. I hope you're as enthusiastic about quizzes and Pokefacts as I am. My watch finished charging. Why did my phone tell me my watch was finished charging? That's weird. Yes, I learned a lot. Glad to hear it. I've got some new questions ready for I'll get some new questions ready for next time. Oh, okay. Please let them be easy ones. And maybe she could, wait till we're not in the middle of something. Kano. Yeah, see you, Toucanon. Ding. I think what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream is look for that Lillipup. Unless I get sucked into a conversation. I haven't gone over here yet. Oh, I have. That's how I get out. I'm going to look for that Lillipup. Solve that other issue. Trubbish.
Drub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
Oh,
It ran down the street, right? Let's follow it so we can ask some questions. I just hope we can find it. Huh? It's not here. It must be hiding somewhere. Well, no point in hanging around here. Let's go interview someone else. Hey, I found him. Oh, well, that Trubbish is gone. I was thinking maybe I would just find it trying to hide his garbage somewhere. Did someone say walkies? Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Lil. Say, Pikachu, isn't that? Yeah, that's Lillipup. And it's indeed, it may indeed be the partner of the woman that we met in front of the dentist residence. Let's ask. Hey there, Lillipup. What are you doing way over here? Pup. I see. Apparently, she's having so much fun running around that she wasn't paying attention to where she was going. Next thing he knew, he was here. Just like that woman said earlier. Lil. He says he misses his partner. Okay, we're gonna go tell her and bring her here to you, Lillipup. Oh, I thought I would have to do it, but this is fine by me. Lillipup, I'm so glad you've been found. Pup! Thank you so much for finding my dear Lillipup detective. You're welcome. I'm glad we could help. Lil. You ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Lil. All right then. Let's play together as much as you like today. Pup. You're rewarding bad behavior by playing with it after it ran away. That's not good dog training. Guess that's settled. Yeah, it's nice to see them both happy. Boom. All side quests done. I'm gonna look around and see if there's any other side quests. Can I go in this door? Nope. Can I talk to this lad? Oh, it's real bad. That boy seems pretty down. Sorry to bother you. Is everything okay? You look unhappy about something. Oh, you're that detective in Pikachu I saw on TV. Awesome. A detective is just what I needed. Can you tell us what's bothering you? Well, I've got a match coming up against a Tanti Park Soccer Club. Huh. I didn't know Tanti Park had a soccer club. One of their members says that has a Scrafty as their partner, and they're so good. I'm worried we're going to lose. I want a partner Pokemon I can play with too, but I can't find any Pokemon that are good at soccer. Gotcha. Sounds like we need a search for a Pokemon with good footwork. Oh, the Raboot. The Raboot. Can you think of any Pokemon that can play soccer really well, Mr. Detective? None immediately spring to mind, but I'll tell you when I find one. Really? Thanks, Mr. Detective. I'm sure we can find a Pokemon that likes playing soccer. There's got to be one somewhere in Rhyme City. Soccer Boy. That was an earlier mission than the ones we'd already done. Agreed. Loading screens in this game are so long. So, it's a Raboot. What are you up to? Raboo, you're just about to do some dribbling practice here by yourself? Dribbling practice? Yeah, Raboot's really good at that kind of footwork. They're always practicing. In that case, Raboot might be willing to join some soccer games. You're right. And this one says it's got some really impressive techniques. Hey, Raboot, I know a kid that would love to kick a ball around with you. If you've got some time, would you be willing to play with him? Raboo! You will? Great! That's great. I'll go get him. And then fade out, and then fade back in, and he's here. Rab. Those eyes. They look really fired up. This Pokemon's the coolest, Mr. Detective. Try talking to it. I'm sure it'll be willing to practice with you. Really? Hey, Raboot, want to play soccer with me? Raboo, Raboo. It nodded. Thanks, Raboot. Okay, let's get this practice started. We're gonna win the match for sure now. Good luck. Hope you do well. Thanks. I hope we can be friends, Raboot. Rab. I guess soccer players don't need words to hit it off when they share a love of the game. Yeah, even without speaking the same language, they seem to understand each other's feelings. Sucker boy. Got him a partner. There was still some more people to talk to in that main area, so I'm going to go talk to them real quick before I head back into the mansion. I'll talk to all the people, and then I'll head back into the mansion and end it there. And then I'm going to go to sleep so I can wake up and stream again in the morning. You know what sucks, though? They're doing that stream at 9 a.m. Eastern time, but it's also like 6 a.m. Pacific. So if people on like the West Coast, right? Well, yeah. People on the West Coast want to watch it, they have to wake up at 6 a.m., which sucks. I would still do it, though. I was wondering if it was meant night. No, it's on the thing. It says 9 Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Okay, Boy and Raboot are good. Oh, but Raboot has something to say. Raboo! Raboot's not holding anything back. I'm pretty sure they're both happy they found each other. Little girl still talking about these two fellers. Wrath. Hurry-ah! It doesn't look too safe. I can't go back there. Okay. What about you two? Nothing from you two. I don't think I've gotten past here. No reason to go that way. Alright, that's everybody. So far. I want one of these fountains, by the way. It's really funny. Both you two are good? Yeah. Maybe they can catch it before work. It sucks for the East Coast since most people will have started work. Yeah. It's just I think they're doing it globally, like at the same time they're doing the Japanese version. And I know that 10 a.m. Eastern is noon in Japan. So when they do it here at 9, it's 11 a.m. Wait, no. When it's 10 a.m. here, it's midnight in Japan. So they're going to be doing it at 11 p.m. It just seems like an all-around inconvenient thing. Because if they're doing it at 9, it'll be 11 p.m. in Japan. I don't know, man. Do you have something to say? You do. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's close to 12 hours off. Yeah, 10 a.m. here is midnight there the next day. I'll catch her next time. Oh, she's talking about Ducklet. I'm like, catch who? Oh, Ducklet. Manectric has something new to say. That is the other Nametric. That's not... That jerks Manectric. Oh, Clefable has something to say. I bet they have something to say because they're in there talking. Alright, here's a good place to end it, though. I'm going to end it right here. The missing jewel. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you for everybody coming out and hanging out. If you like what you see, the follow is free. Make sure you're following our various social medias where you can see daily and weekly updates about what we're going to be playing. We also have 2 YouTube channels, one for our old edited videos and one for the VODs that get uploaded in a batch every Monday at noon. We also have a Discord you can go join, and I'm sure the Pokemon channel on that's going to be really active tomorrow. Speaking of which, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Is the Pokemon Presents show. I'm going to go live a little bit early. I'm gonna do the countdown at 10 till, and then I'm gonna go live at 5 till. Just do a little like chat. I'm doing bingo again. I've got a bingo card all set up, and I'm really excited for that. So hoping everybody comes and hangs out. Other than that, if you need links to any of those things I just mentioned, go to our website carpetboredom.com, and while you're there, go check out the podcast, the Carpet Boredom podcast. New episode coming out soon-ish. Not sure exactly how that's going. But, you know, maybe eventually. One of these days. At this rate, we're probably going to record the next episode before the last one's done being edited. Also, I told a story on that podcast that I have a big update to, so I guess I could tell it on the next podcast. In perfect timing. I just beat base game Legends Arceus. Oh, did you? Like, just now? Oh, neat. That took you an awful long time, huh? Well, I'm going to be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8:50 a.m. Eastern, for Pokemon Presents. And then that evening, I was close to the end. I just never got around to it. Yeah, sometimes you just get distracted. Just like I am distracted from ending the stream. Yeah, I do too. I'm 100% with you there. 8:50 a.m. tomorrow morning, Pokemon Presents. 9:30 Eastern is more Detective Pikachu. I doubt very seriously I'm going to beat this game before Saturday. But maybe this will be my... maybe I'll make Detective Pikachu my... Texas can't stream. Logan will stream Detective Pikachu. Because there's no randomizers that are out that I want to do. I was looking at some Archipelago stuff, but I couldn't figure out how to set it up. It looked very confusing. I need to end this stream. I am dilly-dallying and delaying like crazy. So I'm going to end it here. Everybody have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Good night.